David Gibson and assistant coach Josh Whitaker. And now, introducing your Noble Trooper. First across the outfield draft in right, number 10, Major Blue. Patrolling center field right is number 2, Real Radical. Number 19, Hale Kossuth. Playing on corner third, number 20, Stan Anderson. Posting from tonight is number 3, Brody number 8, Cooper Goff. Number 14, Carter Steve. Designated hitter, number 25, Ethan Tate. And your battery, from the same household, let's catcher, number 23, Eli McDaniel. Number 11, Wyatt McDaniel. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you all please stand and remove all hats and caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome out to Morville, Mississippi. Josh Longcar here for game number 1 of round 3 of the 3A state playoffs. It will be the Morville Troopers versus the your Kossuth Aggies here tonight. This game delayed from last night to tonight because of rain. Luckily, the Morville coaches and team were able to get this field in good enough shape after the rain this morning to play on. Does not look bad. They kept everybody off the infield. No pregame practice or anything on the infield, so that will be fresh for the ball game. Battery for tonight for Morville will be Wyatt McDaniels throwing to Eli McDaniels at catcher, Carter C. at first base, Cooper Goff at second, Van Harrington at third, Brody Thompson at short, Cam Harrison in left, Will Carnathan in center, and Major Floyd in right. Batting lineup for the Aggies, it'll be Kipton Briggs, Ethan Kilo, Evan Kilo, Dawson Weatherby, Eli Hinton, Eli Null, Noah Caldwell, Austin Settlemyers, and Dylan Davis for the Aggies tonight. John Huddleston down on the field camera for us tonight. Going to try to follow all the action for you when the ball's in play and get some pretty good shots down there. McDaniels finishes his warm-up tosses. We'll get ready to get this game underway. Did a little research this week looking at the last 12 years. Since 2012, there's been 12 championship games. 2020, there was not one. The Aggies have played in 4 of those games, won 3 of them. Morville has 1 championship of their own from 17. See it out there on the wall. And the North has won 9 of those 12 championships this year, or in the last 12 years. The North has won 9 of them, so this is a very, very important game here tonight. Kipton Briggs to lead it off for the Aggies as we get underway, round 3. Game number 1. First pitch from McDaniels is low and away, ball 1. McDaniels comes set. Here's his second pitch. It's hit out toward left field. Left fielder's trying to chase it down. He's not going to get there. It'll go off the wall. One bounce, and Briggs will round first and go to second on a double to lead off the ball game. So Kipton Briggs with a double gets the Aggies a runner in scoring position with one swing of the bat. Ethan Kilo up to bat now for the Aggies. Briggs gets his lead at second. McDaniels in the stretch. Here's his pitch. It's inside. Called strike 1. Gonna have to figure this umpire out. He's not. I can't hear him up here in the press box. So a 1 count on Ethan Kilo. McDaniels comes set, checks Briggs at second. Shortstop bounces away. Here's the pitch, breaking pitch, fouled off. Strike 2. So 0-2 count on Ethan Kilo at the plate with a runner at second base. McDaniels looks in to get his sign from, I believe, his brother Eli. Here's the pitch. It's fouled back. So Ethan Kilo will stay alive. So Wyatt McDaniels on the mound. Eli McDaniels behind the plate. It's brother to brother. Briggs at second. Nobody out. 0-2 count on Ethan Kilo. McDaniels checks Briggs at second. Thompson will bop away. Here's a pitch outside. Called. Strike 3. Ethan didn't like it. Evan Kilo will come up to bat now for the Aggies with 1 out. Kipton Briggs at second base. Everybody bounces away from Briggs. Briggs gets another lead. He bops away. Pitches up. I believe ball 1. It's a breaking pitch. Trying to drop in there. It came across about the same place it struck Ethan out. So 1 out. Top of the first, no score. McDaniels in the stretch. Here's his pitch. Swing and a miss by Evan. Strike 1, I'm sorry. 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. McDaniel gets his sign from his second baseman. He's cheating pretty close to the bag here. Right side of the infield wide open. Here's the pitch. Fake a steal. Pitch is low. Ball 2. 2-1 count now. Cooper Goff giving McDaniels a sign on the mound from behind second base. McDaniels will check his runner at second. That's Briggs. Here's his pitch. Swing and a miss by Kilo. Strike two. 2-2 count now on Evan Kilo. Two balls, two strikes. Evan Kilo at the plate. Briggs at second. Here's the pitch from McDaniels. Swing and a miss by Kilo. That's strike three. And he'll go down on strikes. So 2 outs. Runner at second. That'll bring up Dawson Weatherby now for the Aggies. McDaniels in stretch. He'll get his sign from Eli. Here's his pitch. Low, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second for the Aggies. We're in the top of the first. This is game 1 of round 3. McDaniels checks his runner at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Weatherby. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second. Dawson Weatherby at the plate. Wyatt McDaniels, here's his pitch. Outside, called, strike 2. Gonna have to battle on those outside pitches because evidently umpire behind the plate likes them outside. So 1-2 count here on Weatherby. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch. It gets away from the catcher. Runner will go. And Weatherby will make it to first on the drop, 3rd strike. So the Aggies catch a break there. And Kipton Briggs will advance to 3rd on the wild pitch. So 1st and 3rd now for Eli Hinton at the plate with 2 outs. Kipton Briggs with the leadoff double at 3rd base. Weatherby at first after the drop 3rd strike. Here's the pitch from McDaniels. I don't know where it missed. The call ball 1, maybe low. I think Eli just called a break here. So 1-0 count to Eli Hinton. Here's the pitch for McDaniels. Low, ball 2. Not far off that same spot that he hit just a while ago. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runners at 1st and 3rd. McDaniels comes set. Here's his pitch. That's outside, called strike 1. 2-1 count now on Eli Hinton at the plate. Runners at 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from McDaniels. Foul back by Hinton for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Eli Hinton. With runners at 1st and 3rd. Kipton Briggs at 3rd after his leadoff double of the ball game. Dawson Weatherby at 1st after a drop 3rd strike. Here's the pitch. Weatherby goes high. Ball 3, and Weatherby will advance on the stolen base. No throw to second. So 2nd and 3rd now with 2 outs. Full count to Eli Hinton. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Ball 4. And that'll load the bases for the Aggies. So Eli hitting at first, Dawson Weatherby at second, Kipton Briggs at third after his leadoff double. And that'll bring up Eli Knoll to the plate now. McDaniels comes set. Here's his pitch. It's in there for a called strike one. Maybe I need to look closer at this outfield camera and see if that ball's really that far out as it looks like up here or not. But from up here, it seems like that ball's pretty far out. Noel will ask for time and he'll be granted. 2 outs. Bases are loaded for the Aggies. 0-1 count to Eli Noel at the plate. McDaniels comes set. Here's his pitch. Outside. Called ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. Kipton Briggs 90 feet away, bases loaded for Eli Noel. Trying to do some damage here in the top of the first here at Morville. Here's the pitch from McDaniels. Outside and high, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases loaded. Wyatt McDaniels, here's his pitch. Inside, called strike 2. Right in on the hands of Eli Noel. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Wyatt McDaniels comes set. Here's his pitch. That misses. Ball 3. Eli McDaniels talks to the umpire in between the pitches, throwing the ball back there. Kind of strange. Full count now to Eli Noel. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. The Aggies will go down. Leave the strand, the bases loaded. So no score after the top of the first. Here in Morville, we'll go to the bottom of the first. Batting lineup for the Morville Troopers. Leading it off will be Brody Thompson. Batting second, Wyatt McDaniels. Batting third, Cooper Goff. Batting fourth, Ethan Cates. Batting fifth, Van Harrington. Batting sixth, Eli McDaniels. Batting seventh, Will Carnathan. Batting eighth, Cam Harrison. And batting ninth, Carter C. For the Aggies in the field tonight, on the mound, it'll be Ethan Kilo throwing to his brother, Evan. So, brother batteries tonight. Brothers for the Troopers and brothers for the Aggies pitching to each other in the battery. At first base for the Aggies tonight, it will be Dawson Weatherby. Dylan Davis playing second base. Eli Hinton playing third. Kipton Briggs at shortstop. Baylor Kelly will be in left field. Eli Knoll in center. And Noah Caldwell in right. So Ethan gets ready to throw down here. We'll get this bottom of the first underway here in Morville. Josh Longcar here with John Huddleston on the camera down on the field. Brody Thompson to lead it off for the Troopers. Ethan had 45 pitches on Monday in the win against Winona, if I'm not mistaken. Ethan comes set. Here's pitch number 1. Some low pitch for ball 1. Kilo comes set. Here's his pitch. Just a bit inside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Ethan in his windup. Here's his pitch. Outside, ball 3. So Thompson with a 3-0 count here. Ethan gonna have to battle back. Here's his windup and his pitch. It's outside, ball 4, so that'll put the leadoff batter on with a walk. That'll bring up Wyatt McDaniels to the plate now for the Troopers. With a runner at first, nobody out. McDaniels looked down to third to get his sign. Kilo will look in. He'll check his runner at first. He's in the stretch. Here's his pitch, breaking pitch up high, ball 1. So 5 straight pitches, and Evan will go out to talk to Ethan. So a 1-0 count here to Wyatt McDaniels, the pitcher for the Troopers. Runner at first. Nobody out after the leadoff walk. Kilo picks back to first. Not in time as Thompson's back safely. Kilo will look in, get his sign again. He'll check the runner at first. Here's the pitch in on McDaniels, and he'll catch it right in the hip. So first and second now after the hit by pitch, and Coach Hopp's going to come out to talk to Ethan and Evan. So Brody Thompson at second base, Wyatt McDaniels at first. I don't know that Ethan has hit that many batters this year. It's definitely uncommon for Ethan. He has only walked 16 of 216 batters. He's only hit 3 before tonight, 3 batsmen. So first and second now for the Troopers. Nobody out. Cooper Golf at the plate. Kilo will check his runner, square around, high pitch, ball 1. 7 straight balls now from Ethan Kilo. Weatherby up on the grass. Kilo comes to the plate. There's the squares around, pulls back, but it's called to strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Kilo check his runner at second. Again. He'll come to the plate this time, squares around again, bunts it to the third base side. And the throw to first is not in time. It'll go off the back of the runner, I believe, and it'll be a hit. That's how I'll score it. And all the runners advance. Just far enough from Ethan going to field it. He didn't have time to make the throw. So bases loaded now for the Troopers here in the bottom of the first, nobody out. Ethan Cates at the plate. Kilo comes set. Here's his pitch. Blown away, ball 1. 1-0 count to Cates at the plate. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's the pitch from Kilo. That's hit down the left field side and just foul. So 1-1 count now on Ethan Cates with the bases loaded. Kilo will step off. He'll toe the rubber again. He'll look in to get a sign from Evan. He'll come set. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch is hit out toward left center. It's going to be Baylor Kelly will make the catch. The throw in will be not in time. It'll be a sacrifice fly for Cates to score the runner from third on the tag. Good job by Baylor Kelly to get over and make that catch. It was kind of getting to be over toward the gap. Everybody else holds up. So first and second now with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the first, Troopers lead 1-0. Van Harrington at the plate now. Kilo comes set, checks his runner at second. He'll come to the plate now. High, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Kilo comes set. Checks his runner at second. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 2. And he'll get away from Evan. He doesn't squeeze it, and the runners advance to second and third. So second and third now with 1 out. 2-0 count on Harrington at the plate. Kilo comes set. Here's the pitch. It's fisted over to the second baseman. He'll field it, throw to first in time, and a run will score on the putout. So the 4-3 putout will get the second out. The runner does score, and the runner does advance to third. That'll make it 2-0. Here in the bottom of the first, Ethan McDaniels up to bat now. He is a left-handed batter. Eli McDaniels. Ethan will come set. Here's his pitch. Outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. 2 outs, 2-0. Morville with the lead here in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. In there for a called strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Ethan Kilo will come set. He'll come to the plate. Outside, ball 2. Kilo comes set. Here's his pitch. In there for a called strike 2. Good job by his brother to frame that for him. 2-2 count. That was the pitch he struck out on. Umpire gives it to him. So 2-2 count. Two outs. Runner at third. Outside pitch again. That was a ball. Full count now to Eli McDaniels. Ethan comes set. There's a 3 full count. It's fouled back out of play. Count will stay full. Full count to Eli McDaniels. Ethan Kilo with a runner at third base, 2 outs. Here's the pitch outside, ball 4. So that'll put another runner aboard for the Troopers with 2 outs. And get a courtesy runner for McDaniels. That'll be number 26. Shaw Bradley will come in to run. So runners at first and third now for the Troopers. 2 outs. This is Will Carnathan up to bat. Kilo will step off and Evan will go talk to him. First and third call, maybe? Yeah, that's what he's going to do. First and third. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. 2-0. Morville with the lead. Kilo comes set, checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Kilo looks in, gets his sign. Checks the runner at first. Here's his pitch. Outside called, strike 1. One count. 2 outs. Kilo looks into Evan, get his sign. Pick back to first, not in time. Runner's back safely. Kilo checks the runner at first again. He'll check it in third. He'll come to the plate now. There's a breaking pitch inside, called strike 2. And they'll let the runner advance to second. No throw. So second and third now for the Troopers with 2 outs. 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kilo comes set. Here's the pitch. It's popped up behind the plate, maybe. And out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes will remain the count. 2 outs, runners at second and third for the Troopers. Kilo comes set. Here's the pitch. It's popped up on the right side. Weatherby is there. It's going to get out of play. Weatherby had plenty of time to get over on that fly ball. Just got out of play, though, over the fence into the Kossuth faithful over there down right field line. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, second and third. Ethan looks in, gets his sign. Here's the pitch outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Troopers lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Kilo gets his sign. Here's his windup and his pitch. It's popped up on the left side, out to left field. Now shallow left field. Briggs is there, catches it right on the edge of the dirt for out number 3. So the Troopers will strand 2 in the bottom of the first, but they get 2 across to make it 2-0. We'll go to the top of the second here in Morville. Morville Troopers leading 2-0. Due up for the Aggies. As soon as I can get this scored. It will be 7, 8, 9. Noah Caldwell, Austin Seldermeyers, and Dylan Davis. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Aggie baseball in just a minute.
Hello, this is Ronnie Wilhite, current president of the Kossuth Athletics Foundation. I want to ask all the parents, alumni, and friends of Kossuth Aggies to consider becoming a member of our Kossuth Athletics Foundation. We are a 501c3 nonprofit charity. Our purpose is to help all of our sports programs at Kossuth, not just varsity, but middle school and elementary also. Your contributions are tax deductible and will make a huge impact on all these kids. Find us on Facebook and look for our QR codes for ways to contribute. Thank you.
Moore's Chrome Tire Center, 3106 Highway 72 West in Corinth, is an authorized dealer of Goodyear tires. Morris and the staff can handle most of your car mechanical needs, from tires, oil change, brakes, and front end alignments. Roadside assistance is also available. Give them a call, 662-286-3826. Morris Chrome Tire Center is a proud sponsor of the Kossuth Aggies. Welcome back to Morville, Mississippi. Josh Longcar here with John Huddleston down on the camera for us tonight. Noah Caldwell to lead it off here for the Aggies. Wyatt McDaniels on the mound. It took him 27 pitches that first inning. Here's the first pitch is popped up on the left side of the infield. Short third baseman is there, and he'll make the catch for out number one. One pitch, one out. Austin Settlemeyer's up to bat. He's the DH for the Aggies tonight. Batting in the 8 hole. Wyatt McDaniels comes set. Here's his windup and his pitch low, ball one. One ball, no strikes. Settlemeyer did back in. Here's the pitch from McDaniels. It's in there for a called strike one. One ball, one strike. Here's windup in the pitch from McDaniels. Working quick now. Ball two. McDaniels comes set. Here's his windup and his pitch in the batter's box with Settlemeyer's. Ball three. So 3 balls, 1 strike on Settlemeyer's. McDaniels gets his sign. Here's his windup and his pitch. In there for a called strike two on the hands of Settlemeyer's. So full count now on Austin Settlemeyer's. Here's the pitch. Same pitch. In there for a called strike three. And Settlemeyer's will go down on strikes. Dylan Davis up to bat now for the Aggies with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Troopers leading 2-0. There's the first pitch from McDaniels. Called a ball. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball two. Here's the pitch from McDaniels. Low again, ball three. 3 balls, no strikes. Davis trying to be the first base runner here with 2 outs in the top of the second, trailing 2-0. Here's the windup and the pitch from McDaniels. Low and away, ball 4. So that'll put Davis down at first after the walk. So that'll bring up leadoff batter Kipton Briggs for the Aggies. Kipton led off the game with a double to left field. Hard hit ball that one hopped the wall. So runner at first, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from McDaniels. Check that. Runner goes, and Davis will slide in safely. Just beat the tag. There's a strike at the plate. So runner at second with 2 outs. 0-1 count on Kipton at the plate. Here's the pitch. That's chopped over to the right side. First baseman will field it. He'll take it himself, and he'll get out number 3. The Aggies will strand a runner in the top of the second. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Due up for the Troopers, it'll be 8, 9, and 1. Harrison, C, and Thompson. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Aggie baseball in just a minute.
Serving the North Mississippi area since 1978, Medical Plaza Pharmacy, with locations on Alcorn Drive and Harper Road, can help with your medication needs. Now offering free medication synchronization and packaging with their Plaza Pack service. Talk with one of their knowledgeable pharmacists today. Searching for that special gift? Visit their gift shop area. And for a tasty treat, check out Gooseberry Frozen Yogurt, located inside their Harper Road location. Medical Plaza Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy. Spencer Electric, voted Best of the Crossroads in 2023, are your go-to electricians for all commercial and residential projects. They are licensed, bonded, and insured, serving Corinth and surrounding areas. Give Alan Spencer a call at 662-664-3399. That's Alan Spencer over at Spencer Electric.
If you're out and about this evening, stop by your local area Subway, pick up a foot-long chips and a drink, and don't forget the cookies. Thanks to Arthur Enterprise for sponsoring the broadcast this year and all our local area Subway.
Welcome back to Morville, Mississippi. Josh Longcar here. The Aggies trail 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the second in this game 1 of round 3. Took Ethan 29 pitches the first inning. This will be Cam Harrison lead it off for the Troopers. First pitch from Kilo in there for called strike 1. Here's the second pitch from Kilo outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kilo comes set. Here's the pitch. Swinging and a miss. Strike 2. Harrison digs back in. Kilo gets his sign. Here's his windup. And his pitch just a bit low. Ball 2. Harrison is the left fielder for the Troopers. He'll dig back in. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Kilo. It's in there for a call. Strike 3. Got him looking. I'll bring up Carter C to the plate now. With 1 out. Nobody on base. Bottom of the second. Troopers lead 2-0. Kilo comes set. Here's his windup and his pitch. In there for a called strike 1. Starting to cool off here in Morville after the sun went down. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swinging and a miss by C. Strike 2. 0-2 count with 1 out. Nobody on base. Kilo in the windup. Here's the pitch. In there. No, yes, in there for a call. Strike 3. That'll bring up the leadoff batter for the Troopers. It's Brody Thompson. He walked his first time up. 2 outs, nobody on base. Bottom of the second. 2-0, Morville with the lead. Kilo comes set. Here's his windup. And his pitch, just a bit high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Kilo in his windup. Here's his pitch. Just missed, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Kilo. His windup. There's his pitch outside. Ball 3. Thompson walked him 4 pitches his first time up. He's got a 3-0 count here. Here's the inside pitch. Called ball 4, and he'll walk again. Be the first base runner of the inning. Bottom of the second, 2-0. Morville with the lead. Brody Thompson at first base. Wyatt McDaniels at the plate. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. 2 outs. Kilo will check his runner at first. He's in the stretch. Here's his pitch. Inside, ball 1. Oh, they say it hit him. Must have glanced right off his jersey. Number 29 will come into courtesy run for the pitcher. It's Jet Hussey. So first and second now for the Troopers with 2 outs. Cooper Goff at the bat. He bunted for a base hit his first time up. Might try it again here. Kilo will step off. First and second, 2 outs. Bottom of the second, 2-0. Morville with the lead. Kilo comes set. Checks his runner at second. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Kilo comes set. Checks his runner. Here's his pitch. In there for a called strike 1. Pretty good frame there from Evan, but we'll take it. 1-1 count. Kilo comes set. Here's his pitch. It's popped up on back of the infield. Nobody can find it, and it'll fall for a base hit. Eli Nall had to run in. Neither one of the middle infielders could find the ball. Both of them put their hands up. Dylan couldn't find it, or Kipton. Just in this twilight, they lost it. And a run scores. On the fly ball to shallow center field. Because they were running with 2 outs. It'll be first and third now. This is Ethan Cates at the plate now. Kilo looks in, gets his sign. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Cates had a sac fly to left field his first time up. Briggs will come in to talk to Ethan. So no balls, 1 strike. Here to Ethan Cates. First and third, 2 outs, 3-0. Morville with the lead. Kilo looks in, gets his sign. He's in the stretch, checks his runner, comes to the plate. Called strike 2. 0-2 count. Kilo gets his sign from Evan. He'll fake the pick to third, get him in a rundown. And they're going to let him, they're going to check and make sure to hold the runner at third. And they'll chase them both back to the bag. So it'll stay first and third with 2 outs. 0-2 count. Cates at the plate. Kilo comes set. Checks his runner at first again. Here's his pitch. Foul back. Count will stay 0-2. 0-2 count. First and third, 2 outs. Morville leads 3-0. Kilo will check his runner at first. Pick back to first. And he's back safely. Cooper Golf is. Kilo will look back in. 0-2 count. Checks his runner at first. He'll come to the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the Aggies will get out of that jam, and Troopers will strand 2. So we'll go to the top of the third here in Morville. Due up for the Aggies, it'll be 2, 3, and 4. Ethan Kilo, Evan Kilo, and Dawson Weatherby due up to bat. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Aggie baseball in just a minute.
Hey, this is Summer Burcham, and I'm a realtor with Wilco Real Estate Group in downtown Corinth. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Well, look no further. I live right here in our wonderful community and take pride in helping others love where they live. You can call me directly at 662-415-5726 or at the office, 662-415-5922. Also, find me on all the social networks and like and share. Always go Aggies.
Are you looking for reliable insurance coverage that fits your life perfectly? Then tune in to the voice of trust, Marshall Cook at Shelter Insurance. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, Marshall has got you covered with personalized service and unbeatable rates. Don't wait for the unexpected. Secure your peace of mind today. Call Marshall Cook at Shelter Insurance at 662-286-0957. That's 662-286-0957. Drive safely. Live securely with Shelter Insurance.
Welcome back to Morville High School here in Morville, Mississippi. Josh Longcar here with John Huddleston down on the camera for us tonight. The Aggies trail 3-0 as we go to the top of the third here in Morville. McDaniels on the mound has thrown 40 total pitches. Here's pitch number 1 is taken out towards center field. Center fielder is drifting back, and he'll make the catch in deep center field for out number 1. Evan Kilo up to bat. He struck out swinging his first time up. 1 out here in the top of the third, 3-0. Morville with the lead. McDaniels in his windup. Here's his pitch. Low, ball 1. Here's pitch number 2, fouled back for strike 1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's the windup in the pitch from McDaniels. Breaking pitch is chopped to the left side and foul. One, 2 count now on Evan Kilo at the plate. McDaniels toast rubber. Looks in to get his sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. Outside, ball 1. 2, I'm sorry, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kilo digs back in. McDaniels in the windup. Here's the pitch. Fouled off of the catcher and the umpire, I believe. Count will stay 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. McDaniels in his windup. Here's the pitch, breaking pitch high, ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. McDaniel in his windup. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss by Kilo. Strike 3. Out number 2. High pitch. I'll bring up Dawson Weatherby for the Aggies. Now Dawson reached on a drop third strike. 3-0, Morville with the lead here in the top of the third. McDaniels in the windup. Here's his pitch, breaking pitch, drops in there for a call, strike one. Just wind up in the pitch. That's chopped back to the shortstop. Thompson will field it. Throw across is in time for out number 3. 1-2-3 for the Aggies in the top of the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third. The Aggies trail 3-0. Due up for the Troopers. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. Harrington, McDaniels, Eli McDaniels, and Will Carnathan due up to bat. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Aggie baseball in just a minute.
Tally Property Services, proud supporter of Kossuth baseball. From lawn care to weed control, give Dustin Tally a call at 662-415-7485 and let him have your property looking better than ever. That's Dustin Tally at 662-415-7485 at Tally Property Services. Dustin, Megan, Landon, and Layla say, "Go Aggies!" Wade Incorporated is your John Deere dealer for Corinth, Mississippi. Go by and see Jackson Blaine Mitchell for all your small agriculture needs. Lawnmowers, small tractors, any kind of attachment that you might could think of. If he doesn't have it on the yard, he can find it for you. Go by and see Jackson, or you can give him a call at 662-392-6659. That's 662-392-6659. That's Jackson Blaine Mitchell over at Wade Incorporated. Mention this ad and receive $100 off your purchase.
Welcome back to Morville, Mississippi. The Aggies trail 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the third. Due up for the up to bat now for the Troopers. It'll be Van Harrington. He grounded out to second. His first time up.
Third baseman number 20, Van Harrington.
49 pitches through 2 innings of work for Kilo. Here's his first one. Swing and a miss by Harrington. Here's the wind up in the pitch from Kilo. Swing and a miss, or foul tip into the mitt. Strike 2. Kilo's pitch. Low and away, ball 1. Tried to get him to chase. They want to appeal down to first, and he's going to say he didn't go. Home plate umpire said not a chance. 1-2. Here's the wind up in the pitch from Kilo. It's chopped back to in the middle. Briggs will field it. Throw across is in time. We're out number 1. Good job there by Kipton, just on his side of second base. Fields it clean, comes up quick with the throw. We're out number 1. That'll bring up Eli McDaniels, left-handed batter. He walked his first time up. Here's the wind up in the pitch from Kilo. Inside and low, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Here's the wind up in the pitch from Kilo. Man, that felt like it was coming right back here to me. Scared me mess out of me. Foul ball back to the net. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. It's fouled back. Strike 2. That was just like watching those videos, you know, on Facebook or whatnot. When that ball comes right to the camera, that's how I felt just then. 1-2 count. Here's the windup in the pitch. High, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the third. Here's the windup in the pitch from Kilo. It's hit to the left side, out in left field. Kelly calls for it. He's under it, and he'll make the catch. for out number 2. Will Carnathan up to bat now for the Troopers. He flew out to Kipton Briggs at shortstop his first time up. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Inside, called, strike 1. Kilo comes set, gets his sign from Evan. Then his windup. Here's his pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. 3-0, Morville with the lead. Here's the windup and the pitch from Kilo. That's foul back out of play. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on base. Bottom of the 3rd. Here's the windup and the pitch from Kilo outside, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the windup and the pitch from Kilo. It's foul back out of play. Cal State 1-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. 3-0, Morville with the lead. Carnathan digs back in, Kilo in the windup. Here's his pitch outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Carnathan. Kilo in the windup. Here's the pitch outside, ball 3. 65 pitches by Ethan now. Here's the windup and the pitch is popped up on the left side of the infield. Briggs is floating over there. He'll call everybody off and he'll make the catch. We're out number 3 of the inning, and that'll go send us to the top of the 4th here. Morville Troopers lead 3-0. Due up for the Aggies in the top of the 4th. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. Eli Hinton, Eli Null, and Noah Caldwell due up to bat. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Aggie baseball in just a minute.
Anchor Rehabilitation is your choice for therapy services. We offer pediatric and adult physical, occupational, speech, and behavioral therapy. Whether you've undergone a recent surgery, suffer from muscle or joint pain, or your pediatrician feels like your child would benefit from therapy services, please give us a call at 662-643-4043. Our friendly therapist holds certifications in feeding therapy, dry needling, sensory integration, behavioral disorders, hand therapy, and vestibular rehab. We at Anchor want to wish the Aggies a safe and successful season. Go Aggies!
$10 a month.
What?
$10 a month.
What?
Just $10 a month. We need new uniforms, we need new equipment, and we need our facilities upgraded. Kossuth Athletic Foundations needs parents to give just $10 a month to help all the sports teams at Kossuth. Just $10 a month would make a huge impact for our kids. Other amounts are available too. Follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Morville High School here in Morville, Mississippi. Josh Longcar here with John Huddleston down on the camera tonight. The Aggies trail 3-0 here in Game 1 of this Round 3 matchup between the Morville Troopers and Kossuth Aggies. Eli Hinton to lead it off here for the Aggies in the top of the 4th. Wyatt McDaniel's at 50 pitches through 3 innings of work. Here's his first pitch, drops in there for a called strike 1. McDaniel's in the windup. Here's his pitch outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the windup in the pitch. Breaking pitch drops outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the windup in the pitch. Low. Ball 3. Eli walked his first time up to bat. Here's Here's the windup and the pitch from McDaniels. High, ball 4. That'll put Hinton down on walk to get a leadoff batter on base for the Aggies. That'll bring up Eli Nall. He struck out swinging his first time up. Nobody out. Leadoff batter at first. 3-0. Morville with the lead here in the top of the 4th. Daniels in the stretch. Checks the runner at first. Null squares around, pulls back. Run misses the bunt. Eli had a big jump like he was going. Eli was asking for time. Didn't get it. Pulled back his bunt. Squares around again. It's a wild pitch. It'll get away from the catcher, and Eli Hinton will advance to second on the wild pitch. And the coach from Morville will come out to talk to his whole infield with Eli Hinton at second base now. Nobody out. 2-0 count. Eli Null at the plate. He showed bunt his first 2 pitches here. Coach Hop more than likely will stick with that. Let's see what he does here, though. Morville kind of expecting that here, especially with having runner at second now. Two balls, no strikes. Eli Null at the plate. Eli Hinton at second base. Nobody out. Aggies trail 3-0 here in the top of the 4th. Null squares around. Here's the pitch. It's bunted toward the first base side. First baseman will field it, throw to first to get the out, but the sacrifice bunt will advance the runner to third. Noah Caldwell up to bat now with a runner at third, 1 out. Noah popped up to third base his first time up. McDaniels in the stretch. He'll come set. Here's his first pitch. Outside, ball 1. Ball will get away from the catcher, but just off his mid, not far, so Hinton will hang out there at third. Caldwell will dig back in here. Infield, first and third are in on the grass. Here's the pitch. Caldwell squares around, fouls it back on the bunt for strike 1. Hinton was coming on the suicide squeeze. Caldwell look down to third, get his sign. Here's the windup in the pitch inside, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike on Caldwell at the plate. Eli Hinton at third base. Here's the pitch. Caldwell squares around again. It's a squeeze to play again, and Hinton will score. They will get the out at first, though, and the Aggies will get a run across on the suicide squeeze. So 3-1 now. Morville with the lead. So 3-1 here in the top of the 4th. Nobody on base. Austin Settlemyers will, no, it's not Austin Settlemyers. Got to look and see who this is here. I don't know if it's Jack Ginn. It does look like Jack Ginn. Will come into bat. So Jack Ginn will bat for the Aggies here with 2 outs. First pitch in there for a called strike 1. Pitch number 2, outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-1, Morville with the lead here in the top of the 4th. 2 outs. Swing and a miss by again, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. McDaniels with the pitch, low, ball 2. 66 pitches by McDaniels now. 3 2/3. McDaniels comes set. Here's his pitch. Swing and a miss by again for strike 3. So the Aggies get 1 across on some small ball. They get it on a suicide squeeze to make it 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th here in Morville. The Aggies trail 3-1. Make sure I got all that right. Due up for the Troopers in the bottom of the 4th. It'll be 8, 9, and 1. Cam Harrison, Carter C., and Brody Thompson due up to bat. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Aggie baseball in just a minute.
SCP Polymers, located in Boonville, Mississippi, would like to wish the Kossuth Aggies good luck this season. SCP Polymers specializes in custom thermoplastic injection molded parts. Ask us about free tooling for high volume parts. Give us a call at 662-728-9506. SCP Polymers, proud sponsors of the Kossuth Aggies. New Life Christian Supply, 2686 South Harbor Road in Corinth, Mississippi, would like to invite you to take a look around at their large inventory of Christian books, Bibles, music, soundtracks, and gift items. If there is a song you're wanting to perform at church, more than likely Gary and Donna and the staff at New Life can get it for you. Give them a call at 662-287-5885 or stop by and take a look around. New Life Christian Supply on South Harbor Road, just 1 mile from the Walmart Supercenter.
Bottom of the 4th here in Morville. Josh Longcar here with John Huddleston on the camera for us tonight. Ethan Kilo still on the mound. He took him 66 pitches through 3 innings of work. Cam Harrison to lead it off. He struck out looking his first time up. Here's the pitch from Kilo, strike 1. Swing and a miss by Harrison. Bottom of the 4th, 3-1, Morville with the lead. Kilo in the windup. Here's the pitch. It's hit over to the left side. Briggs will get it. And throw across is not going to be in time. Just took him way too deep to get a good throw across. Good job even getting over there to field it. Just out of the reach of Hinton. But it'll be a base hit for Harrison. Carter C. up to bat now. He struck out looking his first time up. Runner at first, nobody out. Bottom of the 4th, 3-1. Morville with the lead. Kilo will step off. Kilo, check his runner at first. Weatherby holding him on. Checks him again. He'll come to the plate, squares around the bunt. See, he does, and misses it. Strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Runner at first, nobody out. Kilo stares down the runner at first. He'll come set now. Checks him again. See, will square around. Hinton comes in. Pitches outside. Throw back down as they catch the runner in a rundown. They'll throw to second. Briggs goes back to first. They tag him and they get him. I'm sorry, I did not change the camera. Dadgummit. I'm sorry, folks. Good job there by Dylan Davis to get over in position in that rundown to get that tag. So 0-2 count is for C at the plate. 1 out. Here's the windup in the pitch from Kilo. Inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the windup in the pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No, he called it 3-1. I missed one. Here's the pitch. It's hit to the right side. It's going down foul in foul territory. So it'll be a full count now on C. He must not have pitched that. I don't know what the call was. Either way, full count to Carter C now with 1 out. Nobody on base. Bottom of the 4th. 3-1, Morville with the lead. Kilo comes set. Here's his windup in his pitch. It's fouled back. Count will stay full. Kilo in his windup. Here's his pitch. It's hit towards center field, and it'll be a base hit on the line drive ball. There'll be another base runner for the Troopers on the line drive base hit. I'll bring up the leadoff batter, Brody Thompson. He's walked twice. So he's the first baseman. He's going to get a pinch runner, number 29. Jed Hussey will come in to run. So Brody Thompson at the plate now. He's walked twice in the ballgame. 1 out. Runner at first. Kilo checks the runner at first. He'll come set. Here's his pitch. Inside, ball 1. Kilo comes set. He'll come to the plate. That's foul back. Strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Kilo checks the runner at first. Doesn't have a very big lead. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now. One out, runner at first. Kilo checks his runner. He'll come to the plate. That's foul back. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. Morville leads 3-1. Kilo toes the rubber. Runner at first gets a little bit of a lead. Weatherby holding him on. There's the windup in the pitch. Is foul back. Count will stay 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. Kilo checks the runner at first. He'll come set in his stretch. Here's the windup pitch outside. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count here to Brody Thompson. With a runner at first and 1 out. Here's the windup pitch. Is foul back, out of play. That's 4 foul balls by Thompson at this at bat. He has not let a ball get past him. That was a strike. Kilo will step off. He'll toe the rubber again. Check his runner at first. Check him again. Here's the windup pitch. Drops in there. No, it's called ball 4. Thompson will walk for the third time. That'll bring up Wyatt McDaniels. He's been hit by 2 pitches. I mean, he was hit by a pitch twice. First and second now with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th, 3-1, Morville with the lead. Kilo comes set. Here's his windup and his pitch outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Kilo checks his runner at second. Here's his windup and his pitch inside. Coach Hop not very happy with that call. I don't know what it hit on him. Home plate umpire is going to come out, walk away from Coach Hop. Yeah, Coach Hop's going to say he turned into it. It's 3-1, Morville with the lead. Coach Hop not happy with that call at all. None of the umpires coming to help the home plate umpire, though. So the hit by pitch will load the bases again for the Troopers here in the bottom of the 4th with 1 out. Coach Hop's going to come out to talk to the infield here with the bases loaded. It's 3-1, Morville with the lead here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 out, bases loaded. Jet Hussey at third base, Brody Thompson at second, and Wyatt McDaniels at first for the Troopers. Coach Hop's going to talk to the whole infield. Morville coach talking to his runners and batters. Coach Hop's staying out there a while here. The umpire doesn't break him up. He finally leaves, so usually the home plate umpire will come out there and break that up. But I guess after his little discussion, he just wouldn't stay away from it. Bases loaded here with 1 out. Cooper Goff up to bat. He had a bunt for a single and hit a single on fly ball to just behind second base. His last time up. That was the one that the infield couldn't find in the air, I believe. Bases loaded here for Kilo. Here's the windup in the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Kilo comes set. There's the windup in the pitch. Foul back, strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. 3-1, Morville with the lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Kilo comes set in a stretch. Here's the windup in the pitch. Called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kilo comes set. Here's his windup pitch, swinging and a miss for out number 2. So 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th, bases still loaded for the Troopers. Ethan Cates up to bat. He had a sac fly to left and struck out swinging his last time up. Bottom of the 4th, 3-1, Morville with the lead. 2 outs, bases loaded. Kilo at 89 pitches. Swinging and a miss by Cates for strike one. Kilo looks into his brother Evan, gets his sign, comes set. Here's his windup, his pitch, swing and a miss. Strike two. Kilo looks in, gets his sign from Evan again, sets up outside. Here's the windup pitch, checks at it, ask, and they say he does not go. Ball one. One ball, two strikes. Bases loaded with two outs. Kilo comes set. Here's his windup, his pitch. It's popped up and out of play. One ball, two strikes, two outs, bases loaded, 3-1. Morville with the lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Ethan Kilo at 93 pitches. Kilo gets his sign from Evan. He's asking for it high. Here's the pitch, high, ball two. Two balls, two strikes. Kilo comes set, comes to the plate, foul back. Count will stay 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the fourth. Morville leads 3-1. Kilo gets his sign from Evan. Here's his windup and his pitch. Just outside, ball three. Full count now. Full count, two outs, bases loaded. Kilo will step off. Kilo will toe the rubber again. He'll fake the pick back to third. Nobody there covering first. No throw. Kilo will keep it off. So we'll come set again with a full count, two outs, bases loaded. Ethan Kilo comes set. Here's his pitch. Inside swing and a miss. Strike three. The Aggies will get out of that jam. No damage done. We'll go to the top of the fifth here in Morville. The Aggies trail 3-1 against the Troopers. Due up for the Aggies, it'll be 9-1-2. Dylan Davis, Kipton Briggs, and Ethan Kilo due up to bat for the Aggies. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Aggie baseball in just a minute.
Although retirement seems far away, you'll want to retire at some point. Unfortunately, that nest egg won't build itself. Remember, the sooner you start to save, the more time your money has to grow. Modern Woodmen can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement.
Hello, this is Stephen Eaton. Come see me at 710 Cruz Street, downtown Corinth, and let me help you plan for your family's future.
Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Nikki Shaw at Crossroads Cleaning and Disinfecting is a proud sponsor of the Kossuth Aggies and this broadcast. Give Nikki Shaw a call for all your cleaning and disinfecting needs. He'd be glad to give you a quote on any job. Call Nikki at 662-415-6723. That's Dickie Shaw at Crossroads Cleaning and Disinfecting, 662-415-6723. If you're out and about this evening, stop by your local area Subway, pick up a foot-long chips and a drink, and don't forget the cookies. Thanks to Arthur Enterprise for sponsoring the broadcast this year and all our local area Subway.
Welcome back to Morville, Mississippi. Josh Longcar here, Morville High School. John Huddleston down on the camera for us tonight, giving us those in-play action shots. The Aggies trail 3-1 as we go to the top of the fifth here in Morville tonight. Dylan Davis to lead it off for the Aggies. First pitch from McDaniels is called a strike one on the inside. Right on the hands of Davis. Davis walked his first time up. He'll square around this time. He'll bunt it to the third base side. Pitcher will field it. Throw across is in time. For out number one. Kipton Briggs up to bat now for the Aggies. Briggs is 1 for 2. He's got a double and he grounded out toward the first base side his last time up. First pitch misses, ball one. Kipton led off the ball game with a double to left field. One hopped the wall. Pitch from McDaniels is fouled out of play. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. McDaniels in the windup. Here's his pitch. Inside, called strike 2. So 1-2 count on Briggs. That one's fouled. So 1-2 count on Kipton Briggs. With 1 out here in the top of the fifth. 3-1 Morville with the lead. Here's the pitch in the dirt, ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Kipton Briggs. 1 out here in the top of the fifth. McDaniels in the windup. Here's his pitch. Inside, ball 3. Kipton's got to be careful. That's been called a strike several times tonight. Here's the windup in the pitch. That's hit out towards center field. Center fielder is camped out under it. That'll be out number 2. Ethan Kilo up to bat now. He struck out looking and flew out to center field his last time up. 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. Here's the pitch. It's hit to the left, to the right side. First baseman will come over. He'll field it, toss it to the pitcher. That'll be out number 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the fifth. Troopers leading 3-1. Due up for the Troopers, it'll be 5, 6, and 7. Harrington, McDaniels, and Carnathan up to bat for the Troopers. 3-1, Morville with the lead as we go to the bottom of the fifth. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Aggie baseball in just a minute.
Our world is changing, but one thing is the same. We're here for you. In these uncertain times, take comfort in knowing Modern Women of America is built for this. We're built to weather uncertainties, and we've weathered many in the last 137 years. You may have concerns about your financial plan, but you can also have peace of mind.
Hi, I'm Matthew Stewart, found locally here in Corinth to help you with any of your financial concerns. Call me at 662-664-1952.
You got this, because you have us.
When it comes to your family's health, having a medical clinic that cares is important. Brooks Medical Clinic offers urgent and primary care with in-house labs and x-rays. located at 2113 South Tate Street, just off Highway 45 in Corinth. The clinic has 3 nurse practitioners, Michelle Brooks, Ashley Talley, and April Holly. Call 662-331-1497 for an appointment, or visit during walk-in hours, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Experience what it feels like to be taken care of by knowledgeable and friendly staff. Brooks Medical Clinic says, "Go Aggies!"
Coach Hopp in a heated discussion over on the third base side with the field umpire and home plate umpire. I don't know what the discussion is. Coach Hopp standing up for his kids. I don't know what was said by the home plate umpire, but Coach Hopp didn't like it. Van Harrington will lead it off here in the bottom of the 5th. Trying to listen, sorry. Home plate umpire evidently did something he did not like. In between innings here. Coach Hopp's going to go to the dugout. Something was definitely said by the home plate umpire. Coach Hopp did not like it at all. So we'll get this bottom of the 5th underway. Ethan Kilo on the mound. Here's his windup and his pitch. Called strike 1. Here's his second pitch from Kilo. Outside, ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the windup in the pitch from Kilo. Inside, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Here's the windup in the pitch. It's hit to the shortstop. Briggs will field it. Throw across is in time for out number 1. So the 6-3 put out will get an out on the board. That'll bring up Eli McDaniels to bat. He's walked and flew out to left field. Kilo's at 101 pitches through 4 and a third. That pitch is fouled out of play. Strike 1. Kilo comes set. Here's his windup and his pitch. It's popped up on the left side. Everybody's tracing toward it. The ball will land in foul territory. Everybody was going hard toward that. Briggs and Kelly were there. Just couldn't come up with the catch. Hitting right there with them. As all 3 of them converged on it. So 0-2 count now on McDaniels. With 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th, 3-1, Morville with the lead. Kilo comes set. Here's his windup and his pitch outside, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Kilo on the outside, called ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the windup and the pitch, swing and a miss by McDaniels for strike 3. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 3-1, Morville with the lead. 2 outs. That'll bring up Will Carnathan up to bat. He flew out twice to the shortstop. Here's pitch number 1, swing and a miss. Kilo's at 107 pitches now. Wind up and the pitch, foul back. Strike 2. 0-2 count. Kilo's trying to work quick here. Here's his windup. He'll slow his windup way down here. That's fouled out of play. So the count will stay 0-2. Two outs. There's another foul ball. So 0-2 count with 2 outs. Two outs. 0-2 count here on Carnathan. Kilo comes set. Here's the windup and the pitch, breaking pitch up high, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the windup and the pitch from Kilo, outside, ball 2. .112 pitches now by Ethan Kilo. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's his foul tip into the mitt for strike 3. And we'll go to the top of the 6th here. The Aggies trail 3-1. Due up for the Aggies. It'll be 3, 4, and 5. Evan Kilo, Dawson Weatherby, and Eli Hinton due up to bat. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Aggie baseball. Well, here in just a minute. I want to say thanks to Michael and Micah Kilo for sponsoring the broadcast this year. They're distributors of your Mission Tortilla products, Pepper's Farm products, Milano cookies, and different things. They distribute those to your local grocery stores, convenience stores, different things like that. I ask you to support them because they support us. Thanks to Michael and Micah for sponsoring the broadcast this year. Coach Hop going back for more here in between innings with the home plate umpire. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Aggie baseball in just a minute.
Serving the North Mississippi area since 1978, Medical Plaza Pharmacy, with locations on Alcorn Drive and Harper Road, can help with your medication needs. Now offering free medication synchronization and packaging with their Plaza Pack service. Talk with one of their knowledgeable pharmacists today. Searching for that special gift? Visit their gift shop area. And for a tasty treat, check out Gooseberry Frozen Yogurt, located inside their Harper Road location. Medical Plaza Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy.
Welcome back to Morville, Mississippi. Morville High School. The Aggies trail 3-1. As we go to the top of the 6th here in Morville, Evan Kilo to lead it off here for the Aggies. Coach Hopp's going to get all 3 of them over here before this inning gets underway. I would love to know what the confusion is. almost know that the home plate umpire has either missed something. So they finally break up. We'll get this top of the 6th underway. Wyatt McDaniels on the mound. He's thrown 77 pitches. Evan Kilo to lead it off. He struck out twice. Here's the windup in the pitch. Foul back. Strike one. 3-1, Morville with the lead. Top of the 6th. Here's the windup in the pitch for McDaniels. Drops in there. Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the windup in the pitch outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now. That pitch is popped up on the left side. Third baseman's called off by the shortstop. He'll go in and he'll fall backwards and make the catch for out number 1. Dawson Weatherby up to bat now for the Aggies with 1 out. Here in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch from McDaniels. High, ball 1. Here's the windup in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Here's the windup in the pitch from McDaniels. It's in there for a called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the windup in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for out number 2. That'll bring up Eli Hinton now for the Aggies. Eli has walked twice in the ball game. 3-1, Morville with the lead. Top of the 6th, 2 outs. Here's the wind up in the pitch. Swing and a miss by Hinton. McDaniels in the windup. Here's the pitch. Drops in there for strike 2. 0-2 count now on Eli Hinton. McDaniels fouled back by Hinton. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yes, sir.
McDaniels comes set. Here's his windup in his pitch. High, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hinton trying to keep his top of the 6th alive here for the Aggies. Trailing 3-1. Here's the windup in the pitch from McDaniels. Swing and a miss by Hinton. For strike 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th here. Morville leading 3-1. Due up for the Troopers. It'll be 8, 9, and 1. Harrison, not sure who that 9-hole batter is, and then 1-hole batter up to bat third will be Brody Thompson. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Aggie baseball in just a minute.
Hey, this is Summer Burcham, and I'm a realtor with Wilco Real Estate Group in downtown Corinth. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Well, look no further. I live right here in our wonderful community and take pride in helping others love where they live. You can call me directly at 662-415-5726 or at the office, 662-415-5922. Also, find me on all the social networks and like and share. Always go Aggies.
Anchor Rehabilitation is your choice for therapy services. We offer pediatric and adult physical, occupational, speech, and behavioral therapy. Whether you've undergone a recent surgery, suffer from muscle or joint pain, or your pediatrician feels like your child would benefit from therapy services, please give us a call at 662-643-4043. Our friendly therapist holds certifications in feeding therapy, dry needling, sensory integration, behavioral disorders, hand therapy, and vestibular rehab. We at Anchor want to wish the Aggies a safe and successful season. Go Aggies!
If you're out and about this evening, stop by your local area Subway, pick up a foot-long chips and a drink, and don't forget the cookies. Thanks to Arthur Enterprise for sponsoring the broadcast this year and all our local area Subway.
Welcome back to Morville, Mississippi. Josh Longcar here. The Aggies trail 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the sixth here in Morville. It'll be Harrison C. and Thompson up to bat for the Troopers. Dawson Weatherby will come in to pitch now for the Aggies. Ethan Kilo will go to first. I think everything else stays the same. Cam Harrison to lead it off here for the Troopers. Morville leads 3-1 as we get the bottom of the sixth underway. Here's the first pitch from Weatherby. Outside, ball one. Harrison is struck out looking and had a single on a ground ball to left field his last time up. Weatherby looks in. Here's his sign. It's up. Ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. Weatherby in the windup. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3. Weatherby comes set. Here's his windup. His pitch. Ball 4. We're going to say that was high. That'll put the leadoff batter on base for the Troopers. That'll be Carter C. coming up to bat now for the Troopers. He had a pinch runner last inning, so it screwed up my record keeping for me. So a runner at first now. Nobody out. Bottom of the sixth. Morville leads 3-1. Weatherby checks his runner. Here's his pitch. Called strike one. That pitch was so far outside, it had to be a ball. I don't know what he's seeing. It must be something on my vision down here. It looks so far out, but he's calling a strike on that. I don't see it. He squares around. See, does his bunny back toward the first base side. Weatherby will field it. Throw across in time. The sacrifice bunt does work and advance the runner, though. So the runner, Tom Harrison, advances to second on the sacrifice bunt. 1 out. Brody Thompson up to bat now. He's walked all 3 times. He does not have an official at-bat. 3 plate appearances, he's walked. Here's the pitch from Weatherby. Right at him. Ball 1. Kilo will go out to talk to Dawson. Three to 1, Morville with the lead here in the bottom of the sixth. Runner at second, 1 out. Kilo will come back to the plate. Weatherby will toe the rubber. Dawson looks in, gets his sign from Evan. He'll check the runner at second. He'll come to the plate now. Called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Weatherby gets his sign from Kilo. Checks his runner second. He'll come to the plate now. That ball's hit to the left field. Brody Kelly is there. Baylor Kelly is there, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. He'll throw the ball in, and luckily the runner will hold up. That's second. He misses his cutoff man. Now the coach from Morville is going to go out to discuss something with that official on the left side. Not sure what I missed there. I don't know if they're saying Baylor missed it or what happened there. So 2 outs, runner at second. Wyatt McDaniel's up to bat now. He's been hit by a pitch, 3 plate appearances. Bottom of the 6th, 3-1. Morville with the lead. 2 outs. McDaniel's at the plate. Weatherby will toe the rubber. He'll look into Evan Kilo to get his sign. He's in the stretch. He'll check his runner at second. Check him again. He'll come to the plate now. Ball's elevated, I guess. Ball 1. One-0 count. Weatherby comes set again. Here's his windup and his pitch. It's chopped to the shortstop. Briggs will field it. Throw across is in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 7th. The Aggies chasing 2 runs here. 3-1. Morville with the lead. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Aggie. Due up for the Aggies, it'll be 6, 7, and 8. Eli Knoll, Noah Caldwell, and Jack Ginn. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Aggie baseball in just a minute.
Tally Property Services, proud supporter of Kossuth baseball. From lawn care to weed control, give Dustin Tally a call at 662-415-7485 and let him have your property looking better than ever. That's Dustin Tally at 662-415-7485 at Tally Property Services. Dustin, Megan, Landon, and Layla say, "Go Aggies!" Wade Incorporated is your John Deere dealer for Corinth, Mississippi. Go by and see Jackson Blaine Mitchell for all your small agriculture needs. Lawnmowers, small tractors, any kind of attachment that you might could think of. If he doesn't have it on the yard, he can find it for you. Go by and see Jackson, or you can give him a call at 662-392-6659. That's 662-392-6659. That's Jackson Blaine Mitchell over at Wade Incorporated.
Mention this ad and receive $100 off your purchase.
$10 a month.
What?
$10 a month.
What?
Just $10 a month. We need new uniforms, we need new equipment, and we need our facilities upgraded. Kossuth Athletic Foundations needs parents to give just $10 a month to help all the sports teams at Kossuth. Just $10 a month would make a huge impact for our kids. Other amounts are available too. Follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Morville, Mississippi. Morville High School. Josh Longcar here for this game 1 of round 3. Morville Troopers with a 3-1 lead as we go to the top of the 7th. Yankees down to their last 3 outs, chasing 2 runs here in the top of the 7th. Eli Knoll will lead it off. He struck out swinging and had a sacrifice bunt in the ball game. And Eli's going to go down to talk to Coach Hop before he steps in. Wyatt McDaniel's on the mound, trying to go a complete game here. He's thrown 90 total pitches, 52 strikes, 38 balls. Here's his first pitch. Noel squares around, pulls back, called strike one. First and third crashed real hard when he showed bunt. They're in about 3 steps on the grass here. Here's pitch number 2. That's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. McDaniels comes set. Here's his windup and his pitch. Inside, swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's hit to the shortstop. Thompson will field it. Throw across is in time for out number 1, just barely. Noah Caldwell up to bat now for the Aggies with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. 3-1 Morville with the lead. McDaniels in the windup. Here's his pitch inside. Called strike 1. Here's the windup and the pitch outside, low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Daniels with the windup. Here's his pitch inside, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Caldwell at the plate with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. That pitch is popped up on the right side. It'll get out of play for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On Caldwell. .98 pitches now by McDaniel. Here's the windup and the pitch is hit to the right side, and it'll get out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes on Noah Caldwell at the plate. That's 99 pitches now by McDaniels. Here's the windup and the pitch is hit to the left side. Third baseman will field it. Throw across is in time for out number 2. So 5-3 put out will retire. Braden Davis will pitch hit now for the Aggies here in the 8 hole. Two outs here in the top of the 7th. 3-1 Morville with the lead. The Aggies down to their last out. Braden Davis up to bat here. McDaniels toes the rubber. Here comes set. Here's his windup. His pitch outside, ball 1. 101 pitches now by McDaniels. Here comes set. Here's his windup and his pitch. It's called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch. It's hit to the left side. That'll be down for a base hit in the left corner. And it'll be a ground rule double for Braden Davis as it goes into the behind the fence in left field there. So a ground rule double. For Davis. That'll bring up. And looks like let's see, Austin Settlemyers will come in to run. For Davis. Dylan Davis at the plate now. So Dylan Davis at the plate. 2 outs, runner at second. Here's the pitch, low, ball 1. Dylan Davis is the tying run at the plate here for the Aggies. With 2 outs here in the top of the 7th, 3-1, Morville with the lead. Austin Settlemeyer's running for Braden Davis after his ground rule double. Here's the second pitch. It's hit to the right side, and it's a fair ball. It'll get through for at least a single. Settlemeyer's will round third, and Coach Hoff's going to stop him and hold him up at third. So the Davis brothers come up with 2 hits to keep this game alive for the Aggies. So first and third now for the Aggies with 2 outs. Kipton Briggs up to bat. Kipton had a double to lead off the ball game to deep left field and 1 hop the wall. 3-1, Morville with the lead with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. McDaniels comes set. Here's the pitch, low, ball 1. Austin Settlemeyer's running for Braden Davis after his ground rule double. Dylan Davis at first base, 2 outs. Kipton Briggs at the plate with a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from McDaniels. Low, ball 2. 107 pitches now by Wyatt McDaniels. Wyatt McDaniels comes set, checks his runner at first, checks him again. Here's the pitch, low, ball 3. Davis will run from first with a stolen base. So second and third now for the Aggies. Tying run at second. Here's the pitch. It's hit out to left field. Left fielder is there. He'll make the catch, and that'll be the ball game. So the Aggies threaten at the end, not able to come up with the hit to get the runs across. And that'll be your final score. 3-1, Morville will get the win in game 1 of this series. So 3-1, Morville with the win. We'll go to Kossuth on Monday. 7 o'clock will be the game time Monday at Kossuth. Come out and support the boys. If you get an opportunity, please come out to Kossuth and support them. They'll be behind 1-0 as they go to game 2, needing a victory to force a game 3. That'll be Tuesday here at Morville. So 3-1, your final score. Morville will get the win in game 1 of this round 3 series. Until Monday, live from Mooreville, Mississippi, for John Huston, I'm Josh Longcar. Good night.